Okay, so we're in Lincoln, Montana at Blackfoot Pathways, sculpture in the wild. This should be pretty interesting. These are huge sculptures absolutely in the middle of the forest in Montana. Hope you enjoy this little trip. So behind me is a sign that introduces it, and it's a Saturday, so there actually are quite a few people here. But I'll try to get you some photographs and some footage of the sculptures. Okay, so this back there, that's not actually a sculpture. That's left over from the logging industry. That's called a teepee burner. And that's where all the old scrap wood that isn't, good enough for anything would be put in there, and that would burn. And so that whole thing would just glow at night. Beautiful. But here's what the northern woods by Lincoln look like. And these are all ponderosa pine trees. All right, now over here, we do have a sculpture. And there are some people getting a tour, but we'll try to avoid them. So here we have something right here. If you're not looking carefully, you might miss it. This is environmental art, so they try to make it blend in with the surroundings. Okay, so interesting enough, this particular sculpture is jackleg fencing. Now, in our valley, they use jackleg fencing because it's sturdy, it's easy to put up, and it's very durable. And it holds up to all the snow. So here's an artist that was pretty creative. Okay, so this actually is another sculpture, so you could easily miss it. This one's called Barber Chair. That's clever. Well, I guess I was wrong. That actually is a teepee burner, but it is a piece of art. So here's the artist. He actually built this. And if you wanted to read about this, this is not an original teepee burner. Kind of get an idea of the size. You see how small the people look? Oh, this is cool. Wow. You get a whole little history of the lumber industry. Wow. That's really cool.
Look at that, looks like they're floating down the Blackfoot River right there.
Yeah, they were probably rolling the logs down. So, lumber was a thriving industry up here, as you can tell from the forests. And there is an amazing picture of it. Okay, folks, now we have the gateway of change. Moving from one place to another. And I'm going to walk right through it.
newspaper. I see it now.
Yeah.
Here you can see the newspaper.
Okay, so this is made out of alder and several varieties of willow. It's 35 feet in diameter and 20 feet high. Well, I guess I'll walk in here, give you a sense of what this is like. Wow. I'm just saying now, I'm not real convinced that this one behind me is completely fitting in with nature and the environment, but you know, everybody has their own ideas. Let's see what else is. Oh yeah. Not quite getting this one. It's kind of odd. Unfortunately, the woman who put this up died really young. 2 years after this was installed, she passed away. And the artist who put her name was Noelyn Papos, I believe. Well, let's see what else we have as we move forward. Okay, so this is not a sculpture. If you're not from Montana, this is the kind of garbage can they use that is bear proof. So inside here, there's a latch you gotta push, and then you lift it up, because I'm pretty sure a bear wouldn't be able to do that. And that's how they bear proof the garbage cans here in Montana. All right, so for environmental art that's supposed to fit in with the environment, we have Beth Korth's. Well, interesting painting. And what is she honoring here? Birds that carry. Well, good for her. That's interesting. All right, so here we have some tools that some of the artists are using. This is how they bend the rebar. It's a portable vise. How about that? Maybe it's for people who come here to create their own art. No.
So they come here to unwind.
Yeah, that's where we come to unwind, maybe.
Is using that to make
So some,
and put it in the ground.
yeah, so somebody's going to make something out of this.
Check this out. Oh, this is the newspaper.
Of earth and...
It's settled.
Huh?
It's settled since I was
Oh,
last
really?
here.
Oh,
This was
really?
original.
So
as high as the beam.
this is
Oh,
all...
I think it might have been.
This is all newspaper, and at one time, speaking with somebody who was here years ago, the newspaper was as high as these beams. So that's interesting. Wow. This goes on and on. Yeah. Oh yeah, full circle. So this is nailed together. I was wondering how they would get them to stay without blowing away, but that's it. Interesting. So, yep, full circle, people. Start as trees, end as newspaper, then trash. Now an art sculpture. Okay, so the thing I found fascinating about this particular sculpture is it really is blending in with nature. And it started out as trees, of course, the newspaper, and now look, it actually looks like the wood. And trees. Yeah, so what do you got?
Well, here it tells how that was built. 28 lodge poles, pine lodge poles, 400 pounds of nails, and 30,000 pounds of newspapers.
Wow.
15 feet. See, I don't think it's 15 feet anymore.
No, it's settled.
Wow. And here's our artist,
He was in another one.
Stephen
Siegel.
Siegel.
Oh, it is buried. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, so the kids can walk through here too.
so this is the East-West Passage. Okay, here I am, going through the East-West Passage. It's kind of interesting.
Supposed to walk on that one.
Wonder what this is. Well, here I got my map.
Yeah, see,
What is this called?
broken bridge.
So the broken bridge here is made into a sculpture. So it would be interesting when the wind blows. Probably clangs and makes some really cool sound. Okay, so this is a bat beacon. 16 lodge poles. Black paint, 20 feet high, 30 feet long, 30 feet wide. What's it say, John? Does it call in the bats?
By constructing a rigid grid of modern bat houses, the collaboration between humans and nature becomes tangible. So they are real bat houses.
Oh, wow. Wow. So this piece is pretty incredible. A Norwegian did this. And there are 24 snags And there are he meticulously cut those into 4,000 pieces. I got to get a close-up here. Let's check this out here. Wow. I think only a Norwegian, maybe a German could also do this, but look at that.
I'm going to send it to Google.
Talk about the work. So as I walk around, better change my angle here. There we go, without the sun. Look at that.
Give you some perspective. Here's one. This.
Okay, yeah, so there's a perspective. Wow.
1 of 4,000.
1 of 4,000. Amazing.
So they're a little bit offset when they're stacked to get the dancing.
Oh, what's it called?
Dancing trees.
Dancing trees.
It's a new one. It's not on our map.
It's a what?
Disc golf.
You take a frisbee and
It's like a little bit flatter than a frisbee, and then you try to.
Oh, you mean it's part of a game?
Yeah.
I guess.
And it's called fuzz?
Disc golf.
Disc golf.
Like frisbee golf.
Gotcha. Okay, well, you can see how out of it I am. All right. So this is part of the bat installation.
I'd like to handle all that burnt wood.
Ooh,
As long as it's cool.
it's huge.
Get charcoal all over.
All right, so just to give you a perspective, this is huge. This is all burnt wood. Not hard to get burnt wood in Montana with all the forest fires. Let's see. Weird. Yeah. Oh, wow. Gosh. Let's check this out.
You can meditate. Intersection of sculpture and architecture.
What is it? A mirror?
Ponderosa Whirlpool.
Watch out, you might get sucked in.
Yeah, I don't want to get sucked in. Wow, this is pretty cool. Let me flip this perspective of the size of it. All right, let's see if I can make it around. I think that was it. You never know what you're going to find in the mountains. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do like these sorts of things, just click like and be sure to subscribe to Travels with Lucky. We are near Lincoln, Montana, and I will put a lot of information on the in the description if you want to learn more. Thanks for watching.